Robinhood is down 44%.
Woo, that's this month.
Oh, baby.
Shout out to Robinhood.
Nah, shout out to Robinhood.
The lesson of preparing the worst case scenario. So what's the deal with Robinhood?
This is why I always say I never want you guys to buy IPO right at the gate. Now, for those who were invested beforehand, great. Pre-IPO, you're great, but don't chase. I want everyone to write this down. Prepare the price to buy and the absolute worst case scenario. For me, that price, let me go to my little crystal ball. That would be $14.44. If I had to bet my life, that would be the place in which I would buy it. Now, I hate a high of 85. I think Robinhood has amazing value, great CEO. Despite what everyone says, I know Robinhood takes from the hood and all that. I hear you. But they did make it easy for us to be able to get into the market with 3 clicks of a button, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to wait for a great price to get in case because if I told you 2 months ago Robinhood will go from 85 to 18, you would be like, man, Ian tripping. I know he has some Casamigos in the pineapple juice, right? And now it's there. You have to prepare for the worst price for where something could go and then wait. And like you say, patience pays. The only people I know who lost by not listening to the show is those who picked other assets to invest in or you bought at the top. And that's why I say you got to wait at least 90 days to invest in these IPOs.
Yeah. So 44% down for the month, 75% from its high. So it was at 85, like you said, it got down to 18. You're saying to get it at 14. So a couple of reasons that we've seen, or possibly the reasoning. There's lower retail trading, right? So we had Robinhood's known for the influx of retail traders. We saw the numbers. We shouted out the numbers. Incredible. Everybody's getting to the space. They go to the most user-friendly app. Robinhood makes sense. That pace has slowed down, right? If there's less retail traders, then there's going to be less people trading, which has happened. Also, crypto, which a lot of people trade crypto on Robinhood, or they have their crypto on Robinhood. That has slowed down, right?
To trade it is a mistake. Yeah.
Right. So those two things alone have hurt the stock. Like you said, great platform, very user-friendly. But when it's moving based on those two things, again, we have to find a competitive advantage. What is it going to be? They have to figure it out. One of the things they added and they announced today was they're doing the crypto gift cards. You can actually trade like digital gift cards, something that another company from California already has. But it's something that Robinhood is now adding. I know they wanted to, and we spoke about to Vlad about this as well, about adding an actual wallet. And so they're trying to implement things. We just got to be patient with them. And we said this, right? When they IPO'd, like, and any company that IPOs, we say the same thing. Let it settle. Let it settle, right? Like if you look at the charts, you'll see it peak and then you'll see it pull back. And we always say 6 to 8 months, get a price target that makes sense for you, strike there. We saw it with a firm, did the same thing. These companies IPO, let them settle. Let them settle. Don't be in a rush. If it's a long-term investment, treat it like a long-term investment, not a trade. All right.
Yep.
If you're going to
stop
trade,
buying
that's
at bad
thing.
prices, no matter what. I'm giving you guys the prices. There's no excuses anymore. 2022, I want everybody's network to increase by 10x. No excuses. Stop buying at bad prices. And brokerage businesses are not the best business to be in terms of the public market. Now, if you can buy them pre-IPO, as I did Kraken and Gemini, okay, great. But to buy it retail on the retail side, no. The margins are too thin and there's too many competitors. So please be mindful. I actually like Robinhood. I know a lot of people don't, but we gotta wait.
Ian, I think your mic is not working. I think the audio is coming through the computer.
What about now?
Yeah.
There he is.
Yep. Yeah.
Dolby Digital. I'm sorry for the bad audio. Yeah, maybe it got triggered off. I'm not sure why. That's weird.
That happens. That happens sometimes. That happened to us a few weeks ago.
It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. Okay. Yeah. That sound crazy. That
good look. Good. Look in-game adjustment. Okay.
There we go. They didn't even want to say nothing. They just like, I don't know what's wrong with him tonight.
The pineapple juice got to him. No, I'm joking.
Something's wrong with him.
So only a few stocks drive the market higher.
Have you noticed? I bet they could tell.
Listen, because of low. inflation environment. Okay, can I be honest without being sensational? And I promise I won't upset any of our sponsors or business partners, right? We are now sitting on an economic house of cards. Job market is terrible. Wages are not high enough right now. They are going to need to almost double wages again to drive people back to work, because what COVID did was make people realize, hey, time with family is way more important. We'll talk about the better.com CEO later, but employers, you need to treat your employees and your staff better, because if I'm going to give you 8 hours of my life and get treated like garbage or not even fair, why would I want to spend time inside your castle when I can build my own? And this is also the problem when you have quantitative easing and excess for many years. At some point, we are going to have to taper back and just say, hey, we need more products, we need more services, we need more programs to help people learn how to code, learn how to build businesses. We need better political leadership. Joe Biden has not delivered on anything he said he was going to do. Not that we thought he was going to do it, but he hasn't. We're going to have to reshape America, or it's going to fall apart faster than we ever hoped. So when people are like, hey, China can't beat the United States of America, they already beat us. What are you talking about? Go look at the data. The war is already over with. Now, is there a chance we can recover? Absolutely. But we're going to have reform very fast at scale. And that's why Apple, Microsoft, Google, there are a few companies that are leading all the gains. And without them, man, things would be absolutely horrible. So that's why I always tell you guys, you only need 4. It's really going to be 5 companies, 6 companies every decade that are going to dominate. Invest in those, and your investing job is really easy.
Mm-hmm. Square is a company that everybody has been asking about.
Yeah,
talking about that lately, and it has dropped. It dropped pretty drastically, actually, in the last couple of weeks.
We told them, but they listen.
And still dropping. Still dropping.
No,
so, everybody put the price on the ultimate price he was going to go to.
I think we had a call. It was like, yo, we looked at the support. Was like, yo, it could get to 153. But and when we got on the phone on Shadi, I was like, look, it's not time yet. It's not time. You're like, well, it went up. I'm like, nah, it's not time yet.
I'm gonna give you the real price. Again, the real price it really could go to is 129.73. So some of y'all keep asking me, hey, what are these like phantom prices I'm giving Royce and Charlemagne? Like, y'all act like I'm giving prices to the mafia, right? It can go to 129. Do I still like it at 170? Absolutely. If it goes to 129, I am loading the boat.
Yeah. I think that's what people get like misconstrued. Like they're like, yo, Troy, man, Disney's down at 150. I liked it at 160. You think I like it at 150? Yeah, I like it at 150 too. Yep. 160 was my number. That's what I'm saying. So like when I'm telling y'all, look, hey, these are my number. That's my number. Find your number. Like that was mine.
And I'm giving you guys the number.
And he's getting now, here's the thing, right? So here's what happens, right? We'll see. Like even on today, I was watching halftime. Like now they're like, oh wait, Disney is completely oversold. This is a buy. This is one of the top picks for 2022.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, it is. I'm like, bro, but we've been telling y'all for the past 6 months. The past 6 months. Yeah, I real quick, because I don't want to miss this. And I know you spoke about the companies that moved the market, and this might, hopefully people saw this, but some companies are going to be added to the NASDAQ 100. So I don't want to breeze over that. I want to make people aware of that. So the NASDAQ 100, it tracks the largest 100 most actively traded U.S. companies listed on the NASDAQ composite. And so Lucid Motors is going to be added, Zscaler, which I've talked about, I don't know how long, as far as cybersecurity. Forever. Airbnb, Fortinet, another cybersecurity, and Datadog. You kind of see what's going on here. Palo Alto Networks, they're all going to be added after Friday. So Friday at close, they're going to be added to the NASDAQ 100. Why is that important? Because we talk about this ETF called QQQ. Mm-hmm. And that tracks the NASDAQ 100. So QQQ is the ETF. Those are going to be added to the NASDAQ 100. So if you're invested in QQQ, congratulations, those are going to be added. And the 17th, I got to say this because a lot of people, I had a conversation last week. I'm like, people wanted to open up their brokerage account and invest in this week. I'm like, hey, this is going to be a tricky week. Obviously, there's going to be a Fed meeting on Wednesday, but also it's going to be quadruple witching this Friday. And we speak about quadruple witching every quarter. So for those who are not aware what it is, it happens 4 times a year. It's the third Friday of March, June, September, and December. So this Friday will be the third Friday of the month. And this is where futures and stock index options, stock options, people take profit, they sell, they exercise.
That's expiration zone.
They take their profits here. So contracts expire, expiration dates expire. So if you're in the December 17th option call or future, it's going to expire Friday. And so please get out. If you've made profit, if you haven't, the time is almost here so that you don't have to see that anymore. So just be mindful of that. I know E-Trade sent me an alert like, hey, you got some contracts expiring this Friday. I just want to give everybody a heads up now to look at their portfolios. Please don't miss it. And especially if you made profit, because if you made profit and you don't sell,
oh, baby, you're going to be crying.
You're going to be crying. You will be crying, and you can't say that we didn't tell you. The good brothers here at Market Mondays told you. Make sure you look at your portfolio, yo.
Yeah,
I do like Lucid at 2276. My bad, Rashad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
2276 for Lucid. Do not touch Airbnb with a 10-foot pole. No competitive advantage. You don't have to listen, but if you do, I'll make you money. If I've made you money, please put yes in chat. But yeah, 2276 for Lucid. I like them. Datadog. They're solid.
Datadog is going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Fortnite too. And just like, if you look at their charts, just incredible gains.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all still love AMC or no? Or is it tumbling like I told you?
Did we even watch GameStop today? Down 14%.
What happened to the GameStop gorillas? Nighty night. Ian doesn't know. How dare he? Boy, I just want to make y'all money. Y'all make this so hard for me. Just want to make y'all money.
No, not Fortnite, y'all. Fortinet. So Fortinet. Cybersecurity, not Fortnite.
The mistake of better.com.
Wow.
I don't know. Listen.
Let me give people what happened here, and then I'm gonna let you just go off. All right. So better.com. This is crazy. So the CEO, right? The chief executive, his name is Vishal Garg. The other day, December 1st, actually, he laid off about 15% of the company's workforce on a Zoom call. So about 900 employees were laid off on a Zoom call. It's actually on YouTube. You can actually see it. Mm-hmm. Here's how it went. He said, if you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group that is being laid off. The unemployment here is terminated effective immediately. Have a good night. Here's the crazy part, though. Better.com was about to IPO. Do a SPAC deal. And this dude fires 900 people live on a Zoom call. Huh?
And who gave him some of that finance to hire all those people? SoFi.
So I said, I was just gonna say it. I was like, wait, you want me to say it?
Yeah. Second mistake they've had. The way he went about it was egregious right before the holiday season, to have no compassion. And that's why I say the CEOs and companies that treat their team members the best in this next era is going to win. That era of being Scrooge McDuck, the evil villain, that's not going to work anymore, man. Like the ones with integrity that take care of everyone in their ecosystem, they're going to win. And it was a jerk move to lay off that many people and say, hey, well, we'll give you 2 weeks. And so for all of you that are business owners, and I know I can be a little bit temperamental at times, right? But never in my history, anyone that I've ever worked with have I talked to like that. So if you are going to lay people off, especially before the holidays, make sure that compensation package is so incredible that they almost love you for laying them off. Because now I think even with him being removed for the company for a little bit of time, it's going to affect the IPO. And I would not want to invest in a company with a CEO like that treats their staff or team like that. Huge mistake, man. Huge mistake.
That's what I'm saying. If you were even thinking about investing in it, and you've seen that the CEO has done this, like you said, it's December 1st. I'm thinking to myself, first, is this a joke?
Did he do it? Did he do it because the company's about to go public? And remember we interviewed TJ Millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It's how you listen. He was on pineapple juice.
How you did it
with Casamigos times 10. when he did it. When the last time I did this, I almost cried, and this time I'm going to. It's not about you. Like you have to, especially in this environment in which we're living, where the entire economy is on stilts. How can you lay people off knowing that violence is increasing, the economy is worse? Really, there's only maybe 15 stocks in the entire global ecosystem that matters. And you're going to fire all these people in a crude ass way before? No.
It's like public humiliation.
Listen, Trump wouldn't do that. I'm gonna be real. And I don't like Trump. Trump wouldn't do that. It's one of the biggest asshole things I've seen done in a long time, man. It's not necessary. Yeah. And I know you can't bring people into the office, but there is a way to slowly let people off and tell them that you'll take care of them. And he didn't even like, hey, I'm gonna write the best recommendation for you. Nothing. Just you're gone. Effective immediately. You're gone. What? But
DJ Khaled. What did DJ Khaled say?
Said a lot of things.
No, what did he say? Reference to this.
Tell me.
He said, you got to check that interview out. It's a great interview. He said, if you have a job, I need you to understand one thing. You will be fired.
Fact.
Absolutely.
He said every single person that's here, if you have a job, you will be fired.
And it's not even a bad thing.
Not personal. It's not personal. It's not a bad thing. You will be fired.
Yeah, because it's somebody else's dream.
He said, just know you will be fired.
At some point.
Yeah. Here's the other side of that game, too. And I know your middle managers are going to tell you that I'm wrong. And Ian doesn't know. And Ian hasn't been in the corporate ecosystem, yada, yada. This is why you need a relationship with the CEO or president of the company, no matter what anybody tells you. They're going to call you a kiss ass and all that, right? And then, two, for every dollar that you're paid, no matter what your position is, you need to either make a multiple of X or save the company so much money that you cannot be fired. You know why they'll put up with my little pineapple juice shit? I'm a cash cow. Let them cash out and them tickets on sale. What happened to Ian? Don't know. You don't know who we know. He got to get up out of here. Right?
Don't know. Don't know.
I don't know. Bro, he just in Houston tripping. Put the do-rag on too tight one day. Ian gone, man.
He back in East Chicago.
Hey, 219 Love, right? Right at Broadway Shrimp. Shout out everybody at the crib.
He's an adjunct professor at Indiana University.
Hey, man, you have to bring so much value that you cannot be replaced. And I guarantee those who got fired, if you say, hey, don't let me go, or I know what my track record is, for every dollar that I'm paid and I get paid $100,000 a year and I brought in $1.8 million in revenue, you'll get a job easily and you have to be kept. But in this ecosystem, no one cares about you. There's no job security. But once a company comes through, and I'm telling you, and I'm hoping it's Apple, so my little crystal ball can shine bright. Very soon, within 2025, they're going to start giving guaranteed pensions out again and guaranteed job placement for a 10 to 15 year period. And the first company that does that at scale with the high margin business is going to tear Earth apart. Red Panda will be one of those companies, but I'm telling you, be mindful of that. But be a cash cow and bring so much value into the business that you cannot be fired.
Why is everybody putting a cash app into?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
did somebody say that?
Was that said?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him to do it in Telegram. But
like our comments is going crazy.
Yeah,
YouTube
went crazy. Well, shout out to YouTube. 8,400 people on YouTube. We appreciate you guys.
So what up?
Almost 8,500 people. It's just not time yet to do Cash App. So
yeah, and the earners is putting their Cash Apps. I'm like, what's going on?
The problem with doing Cash App prematurely is that it really floods. It's distracting. So please do not do the Cash Apps yet.
They want me to spend them coins. To my guy CH Dale, I just sent you $250. I appreciate you for calling me Black Ian. Thank you for tuning into the Button Podcast. So all the patronies and all the fans of Button Podcast, remember when y'all said I was wrong about Dogecoin? Am I still wrong? Shout out Ian.
Black Ian.
Listen,
shout out to Joe Biden.
How dare they have him on? He doesn't know. We didn't. How you have him on and Roy Amal just left? I was right. You should have invested what I told you.
Shout out to all the podcasters out there.
Absolutely.